Do you struggle with self-sabotage? That you set goals, you have the ideas of things you want to make happen in your life, but then you trip yourself up. Here's why your brain hits the brakes every time you're about to succeed. So what is self-sabotage? Self-sabotage is when we are the one that is either consciously or more often unconsciously tripping ourselves up, making the things that we want to have happen in our lives. And self-sabotage can show up in any area. It can show up in our health, that we decide to commit to a new fitness regime, we do it for a few days, and then we stop. Or that we commit that we're going to be more present and more connected and more attentive in our intimate relationship, but then we don't follow through. Or that we want to challenge ourselves to progress in our career, maybe strive to get a promotion, and then again, we don't make it happen. And sometimes we self-sabotage by the fact that we just don't do the thing. Other times we do it in a way where we're not putting in our own best effort, or it's almost like we put in half-hearted and set ourselves up for failure. Sometimes we self-sabotage because we reject other people, so we don't risk them rejecting us. And here's the thing about self-sabotage. Often we become aware of it through the outcomes. It's often happening unconsciously. It's not that we have an intentional thought that we want to screw things up or trip ourselves up, but we notice that we don't follow through, or we notice that we're not giving our all, or we're distracted, whatever it may be. So one of the first things when it comes to breaking free from self-sabotage is to grow our awareness, not just after the event, but during the event. If you can see it, you don't have to be it. If you can catch yourself doing the thing that you do where you sabotage yourself, you can make a choice to do something different. So let's talk about some of the things that you can be looking for. What are some of the typical ways that we sabotage ourselves? So the first is, actually, we just don't have a clear enough plan. Like, you've decided the thing that you want to be different, but you haven't really defined the steps, the stages, the action items you need to do to get there. The second is that you set yourself up to fail. So you may have defined what needs to happen, but it's just not realistic in all of the other challenges and parameters in your life. Like, for example, you decide that you want to be more emotionally connected and present in your relationship, but you don't actually have any quality time with your partner. So the intention's there, but the reality is not set up in the way that's going to support you. Or let's say it's a goal around weight loss, but you've done no planning around healthy food prep, which means that when you're tired at the end of the day, you're more likely to eat the food that's not going to support you in your goal. The third thing that I notice people do is they are over-ambitious for the short term. We often overestimate what's possible in the short term, and we underestimate what's possible in the medium to long term. It's like we want everything to happen really quickly, and we do some things to change. We don't get the change we want, so we give up. But if we are consistent over a sustained period of time, it's possible for all kinds of things in our lives to be different. So we can be sabotaging ourselves by the very fact that we want everything to happen really fast and it doesn't, then we quit. As opposed to that steady, consistent follow through over time. Another way that we sabotage ourselves is we're not aligned. We decide something in our mind, but it's not aligned with our heart, with our feelings, right? Where we decide this thing needs to happen, but there's inner resistance because part of us doesn't actually want that thing to change. It doesn't want things to be different. So we need to have alignment so we don't find ourselves unconsciously pulling things down. Finally, another reason why we self-sabotage is that we don't have enough support. We're trying to do everything on our own. We're trying to create significant, meaningful change. And maybe the people around us, they love us, they care about us, but they love us the way we are, and they're normalized to us the way that we are. We start to change and they try and pull us back. So when it comes to creating lasting change in our life, we need to have the support of the people around us. And if the people currently around us are not able to support us, maybe we need to build some new friendships that can be our allies on that journey. So what I'm inviting you to do is to recognize that self-sabotage is not a thing to go, oh, I just can't do it because I self-sabotage. It's something to be understood. And if we can map it, if we can understand it, hopefully some of what I shared in this video resonates. You can work to change those patterns, and then we can be free to really make our life the way that we want it. I'm curious, what if this resonated with you? Let me know in the comments below this video. I look forward to talking with you in the next video very soon. Thanks for watching.